Today we're talking about Latto. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Review Season 9. I'm back with another gosh darn dang episode. And today we got a good show for y'all because today we're going to be talking about Latto. Latto has been dropping for a little bit now. She's dropped a Sunday Service. She dropped another song too that I didn't review. But yeah, Latto's been doing her thing. I love the Sunday remix and stuff like that. And yeah, she dropped a new track. Well, she dropped the whole album. And I think, if I'm correct, I was kind of looking at this morning. So I may be incorrect, but I think this is an intro track to her new album, which is called Sugar Honey Iced Tea. That's the album that came out, and will we be reviewing it? I don't know yet, but we are going to do a couple of track reviews. There's a track with Megan Thee Stallion that we're going to be reviewing throughout this week. Sometime this week, I don't know when I'll do it, but it'll be happening soon, so watch out for that. But today we got Latto, Georgia Peach. So, yeah, let's talk about it. I got a couple of points I want to go over and get off my chest. But before we start that, guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, make sure you turn on notifications. We're dropping new content all the time. And let's get started. We're not going to waste any time here. I got a couple of points I want to get off my chest. And the first point is this. I really enjoy the instrumental. Now, it is just an instrumental. It's not really a beat, which is kind of disappointing. I really love the slow build-up. I love the slow build-up to the beat and etc. I really wish there was a beat drop, but I do understand. I do understand that an intro track to an album, you know, you can't do too much. So this is definitely, you know, intro to an album kind of feeling, kind of S to it. But I will say this, though. I really love the slow build-up, the instrumentation in the background, the background noises, etc. I really love the background effects and stuff like that. It just really makes the beat really stand out and really come together, in my opinion, which I really like. You know, even if there's no beat drop, even if there's no, you know, that beat coming in, I still feel like the build-up is there. I still like the build-up has something to it, in my opinion. Now, my second point, I do like the flow here of this song. Latto's really just kind of rapping on here, which I really do appreciate. We need more of that, to be honest with you. You know, I am really, you know, I'm always, you know, I'll say this. Let me just sit down real quick. I will say this, though, you know. I love melodic rapping, etc. like that, but I love it when artists just kind of talk their shit. You know what I mean? I love when artists just come on here and talk their shit. They're flowing on the track. You know, there's flow switch-ups, etc. So I do love there's that on here. You know, I don't need a rapper to make a pop-like track or something like that, you know. It's never like that. When you can just rap on here and actually do it well, actually have good flow switches, actually make it sound interesting, guys, I'm all for that. I could care less about a hook. I could care less about a song structure at all. If you can make it sound good, if you can have good flow switches, etc., I think that's a good thing, in my humble gosh darn dang opinion, in my opinion. And yeah, I love that. So yeah, that's my points. That's all that's the cliff notes of this review. Let's get into it. Latto, Georgia Peach. Let's talk about the beat. The instrumental is pretty good. I like the slow rise. I like the sounds in the background. Again, like I said before, I do wish there was a beat drop. I really wish there was a beat drop. I feel like this beat had potential to really be something else. I think it had potential to be really, really good, in my opinion. But, you know, there's only so much I could give. There's only so many points, or I guess not points, but so many, like, leeway to something that doesn't really have a drop-off to it. But, hey, it works. Let's talk about the hook. The hook is actually pretty good. I love the melodic vocals here, and it hits so hard, in my opinion. Yeah, hook is really good here. I really enjoy the melodic vocals, etc. I think it's a really nice pair to when we got this, and then we go into the hard rapping. Now, the hook doesn't really show up that much. It's kind of more like, at the end kind of thing. Like, the hook is at the end mostly, so I wouldn't say this is mostly like, you know, an addicting hook, or this hook's going to get you, you know, this is really going to get in your head or anything. To be honest with you, it's probably not, you know. But I think it's a good hook, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty decent hook, you know. It's not that bad. It's not where I'm like, you know, it's one of these songs where the hook doesn't really matter, because this is kind of one of those, you know, I'm just kind of rapping on this instrumental. I'm kind of just rapping. I'm kind of just talking my shit. You know, it's not one of those things where I'm like, no, you know, this hook's not good. This hook didn't get stuck in my head. This is a bad hook. It's one of those things where I'm like, this gets the job done, and it gets the job done, but it's good. Now, let's talk about the verses. I really enjoy the verses. I think there's some great flows here. I think there's some good flow switches. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I think this works really well. I think the verses just have so much, just so much going on here. I really love the flows. There's a lot of flow switches here, which I could always love. Because let me tell y'all something. You know, a lot of rap songs, when people, you know, when rappers or artists, they're doing the kind of intro type thing, they don't really go for it, you know? They're using the same flow throughout the song. They're using this, like, generic-ass motivational violin or, like, sample in the background, you know? They're not really putting themselves out there like that. I like how Latto's coming on here. She's coming on here like this is a for-real song. This is something you can bump. I'm going to rap my ass off on this track, and here it is. And I love that. You know, I 100% love that. And a lot of rappers need to do more of that, alright? Just come on here and show why you're a goddamn rapper, why the hell you rap. Like, even if you don't make as many, you know, rap tracks or whatever, maybe you make, you know, melodic, you know, type music, you know. I just feel like once in a while, you know, come on here, do your thing, you know, really rap on a beat, really show why, you know, you're here, and you're here and why you're here to stay here, or whatever. And I think Latto killed it here. Great flow switches. She's riding on this instrumental. I just really think the flow switches and stuff like that, just 110% really hit hard. And yeah, I think Latto definitely killed it. 100% on the verses. Now, before we end this, before I get my score and I get out of here, we have to ask the question: is this a good intro to an album, or is this a good intro to an album and a good song? It's hard to do both. A lot of people do not do both, which is kind of funny to think about. But usually, a good intro is gonna be able to leave you off to the next song. Basically, a good intro is gonna be able to be like, you listen to this, it's very short, it's very whatever, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get into the next track. I'm really enjoying this, or whatever. Now, how this could turn the tables to me is, was it a good intro? Can this intro stand by itself? That's the question you have to ask. And if, in my humble opinion, I do think this is one of those that actually is a good intro, and I do think it's going to be a good song to listen to by itself. So guys, overall, production was good, verses were good, hook was good, everything was hitting here in all cylinders. Overall, this is a pretty good Latto song. I'm going to give this song a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. What'd you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Audio Mac, I don't care where you're at, alright? Follow up. We're dropping new content all the gosh darn dang time. And yeah, guys, we got a lot of stuff coming. We got, watch out for the Latto review from Megan Thee Stallion. We got that coming up soon. We got some Polo G reviews coming out on Monday. Wednesday, Tuesday. We got a lot of stuff coming out, so make sure you follow up, turn on notifications. I'll see y'all later. Bye.